Well, everyone, in this video, I'll explain about some questions related to the written discourse analysis. We begin from what is written discourse analysis. So, written discourse analysis is the study of how written texts are structured and how their elements work together to create meaning, clarity, and connection. It doesn't just look at grammar and vocabulary in isolation, but focuses on how sentences are linked, how ideas flow, and how context shapes meaning. The goal is to understand what makes a text clear, coherent, and readable. There are two main parts of written discourse analysis. First, microanalysis. This focuses on the small details and in a text like grammar, vocabulary, and cohesive device. For example, in the sentence, he lost his spoon, it was costly. The word it refers back to his spoon, and this is a cohesive tie using a grammatical device. Another example is repetition or synonym use. Like the students were excited, the learners had been waiting for the event for weeks. This shows lexical cohesion through repetition with different words. Second is macro analysis. This focuses on the overall structure and patterns of a text. It looks at how ideas are organized, such as problem solution, general to specific, or claim counterclaim. For example, in a pollution essay like problem air quality in cities is getting worse, and the solution, we must reduce car use and promote public transportation. These patterns help readers follow the logic and purpose of the text. Example in education, a student might write the internet is useful, people like cats and enjoy science. This is not cohesive or coherent. The ideas are disconnected, but with better structure and cohesion, the internet is useful for many reasons. One popular use is watching cat videos, which many people enjoy. Others, like me, use it to learn about science. No, the text flows and ideas are connected. Well, it is very important to carry out written discourse analysis, especially in education and language learning. Why? Because the first reason is that written discourse analysis helps a writer understand how to structure a text so that it is clear, logical, and easy to read. Instead of just focusing on grammar and vocabulary, it looks at how ideas connect and flow from one sentence to another. Example, like about writing, Miss School is big, I have a kid, the weather is nice. These sentences are correct grammatically, but they are not connected. So for better writing, after discourse analysis, the sentence could be, my school is big and has many students. After school, I like to play with cat at home. On sunny days, we sit outside and enjoy the nice weather. So now the sentences are linked and make sense together. They are both cohesive and coherent. And then the second reason is that it helps teachers teach writing more effectively. Teachers can use this course analysis to identify common problems in students' writing, such as a lack of cohesion or unclear structure. It also gives them tools to teach text organization, linking devices, and writing patterns like problem solution or cause effect. The example, a teacher can show how a paragraph should move from a general idea to specific details, or what we say macroanalysis, or how to use cohesive device like therefore, however, or in addition, or macroanalysis. And the last reason is that understanding written discourse helps reader recognize how texts are built, which makes reading easier and faster. When students know how a typical text is organized, they can predict content, spot main ideas, and understand meaning more deeply. So the example is in a news article, students trained in discourse analysis will expect the structure like heading, and then introduction, followed by supporting fact and quotes. Then after that, conclusion. This helps them focus and find information more effectively. Well, then the approaches used in spoken discourse and written discourse are different. Although they share some similarities in their overall goals, such as analyzing how language creates meaning. However, the features, structure, and context of spoken and written language are quite different, so the methods of analysis must also differ. Like spoken discourse is usually interactive, immediate, and informal. It often involves two or more people talking in real time using body language, intonation, and pauses. This focus on turn taking, intonation, pauses, repetition, and repair, while written discourse is more planned, structured, and permanent. It lacks real-time feedback, so the writer must ensure clarity and coherence without help from the reader. The focus is text, structure, cohesion, and grammar patterns. Well, I believe that Keiko's 2001 methodology in conducting written discourse analysis, which combines both microanalysis and macroanalysis, is a well-balanced and effective approach. And yes, I fully agree with it. My reason first because this method covers both form and structure. On the micro level, it looks closely at grammar, vocabulary, and cohesive devices such as pronouns, conjunctions, and repetitions. These elements help us see how sentences are connected and how meaning is built line by line. On the macro level, the focus shifts to how ideas are organized using common text patterns like problem solution, general to specific, or claim counterclaim. This helps readers follow the logic and overall purpose of the text. So by combining both levels, Keiko's method ensure that we analyze not just correct language use but also how a full text is built and understood as a whole. And then second reason because this approach is highly beneficial for teaching and learning. So for teachers it provides a clear way to help students improve their writing, from building strong sentence and paragraphs to organizing full essay and reports. Well, for students, it leads to more clarity, coherence, and confidence in the writing because they learn how to manage both detail and structure effectively. And then the third, it reflects the real needs of communication. In real life situations, it's not enough for writing to be grammatically correct. It also needs to be clear, easy to follow, and well organized. So Keiko's method trains writers to think about what they are saying and how they are saying it. And then about the microanalysis of written discourse, this focuses on the smaller linguistic elements of a text, such as grammar, vocabulary, sentence structure, and cohesive device that help create clear and meaningful connections between sentences. It examines how individual words, phrases, and grammatical features work together to make a text coherent at the sentence and paragraph level. This kind of analysis is especially important and even essential for non-native English writers. Many English learners often face challenges with grammar accuracy, word choice, or sentence flow. While microanalysis helps identify and correct these issues, making writing clearer and easier to understand. In addition to improving clarity, microanalysis also strengthens coherence and connectedness in writing. Even when the ideas are strong, poor use of cohesive language can make writing feel disjointed or confusing. By learning how to link ideas smoothly, writers can create more effective and polished texts. And finally, macroanalysis helps meet the need for writing irregularities. Non-native writers often wonder how to start or end a paragraph, how to add contrast, or how to avoid repetition. So macroanalysis offers models and patterns that reflect natural and effective English writing. It helps students internalize the habits and strategies used by proficient writers.